right. Well, welcome to Summit Center for Spiritual Living, where we share universal good through love. And John's going to lead us in a song.
Well, no, hold
Oh,
it.
well, we're going to light the candle first.
Don't I get to do the light of God? Okay. So we have a candle here that we light before our service. It's candle, the wax representing that there's only one. We have 2 wicks in here. The first wick represents the light of God that's within all of us, as us, in us, and through us. And the second wick represents us as community. We shine a much greater light into the world. So, thank you.
Thank you. All right.
If you study these wicks, is that Wikipedia?
I don't think so, John.
Oh.
Not sure.
All right. We're ready to sing a song. It's the beginning of a month, so we're going to do a new start. We are getting better day by day. Creative action is an on a good start. From the heart to living in a better way. Working together with the skills of many hands, helping each other make the best life we can. We are making a new start, willing to do our getting better day by day. Creative action is an art, a good start from our heart to living in a better way. Better as harm and suffering cease, with kindness for each other, we'll live and grow and be. Awareness growing here and there as we care for one another. Love flowers everywhere. We are getting better day by day. Creative action is an art, a good start from our heart for living in a better way. For living in a better way. For living in a better way.
Thank you, John. That was wonderful. And today our speaker is going to be Michael Mangus. Last week we didn't have quite enough people, so we decided to take the day off. The few of us that were here. So Michael was supposed to do this talk last week, but we're going to let him do it now. Uh, yeah. So, anyways, that's pretty much what's going on at the moment. And then uh, we shall go ahead and do our meditation. Oh, no, we're going to do 365. Michael, do 365, please.
So yes, good morning. So this is the reading from Science Mind 365, and the for August 3rd, it says, "I sing life's song of joy. I sing life's song of joy." Dr. Holmes says that you are part of the universal mind, one with the universal substance. You live and move and have your being in pure spirit. All the wealth, the power, and the goodness of this spirit exist at the center of your being. You experience this good in such a degree as you accept it, believe it, and feel it. As you enter into life, feeling the divine presence in everything, more and more you will hear a song of joy singing at the center of your being. You have only to be still and listen to the song of life, for it is always there. So you can say to yourself, knowing that this loving presence is always closer to me than my very breath, I have nothing to fear. I feel this loving protection around me. I know that the song of joy, of love, and peace is forever chanting its hymn of praise and beauty at the center of my being. And therefore, I tune out my mind, all unhappy, negative ideas. I turn the dial of my thoughts into the sunshine of my life, into brightness and laughter, into the joyous presence of radiant spirit. I lay aside all anxiety, all striving, and I let the law of divine love operate through me and in all of my affairs. So joyfully, I anticipate greater abundance, more success, and a deeper peace. Gratitude wells up in my heart for all the blessings I am now receiving. Science Mind 365.
Okay, thank you. John's going to lead us into with the meditation song, and I'll do the meditation.
Love, awareness, living beauty, love and peace, knowing love in your heart is the way of true release. Hearing music, feeling it ringing, life is flowing up and down, letting go, being free with a smile from toe to crown. Here we are together, being, sharing, breathing, thoughts and sound, healing in the harmony, feeling around, hearing music, feeling it ringing, life is flowing up and down, letting go, being free from toe to
And as we take in a deep breath, just release and relax and just let go. Let's take in another deep breath. And release and relax once again, allowing your chair to support you. And finally, one great big deep breath in and blow it out. Allowing Spirit to just lift you up, hold you up in every way, as if Spirit was holding the chair that you're sitting in, or the spot you're sitting in, and holding you. So as we recognize Spirit for all that Spirit is, for all that God is, all the many different names, mind, creator, Spirit, God. I recognize that wholeness and perfection, completeness, prosperity, abundance, life and light, beauty and peace, wisdom. God is all there is, creating all there is, created, and creating further anything in the future. So before, presently, and in the future, God is always there. God is always there. And as we unify ourselves with all those wonderful aspects of Spirit of God, the love, the light, the joy, the peace, the beauty, the wisdom, the power, the wholeness, the completeness, the perfection, the prosperity and abundance. We feel that, know that, and become closer to that with every moment as we breathe in and out. And we unify with all of God's creations, the sun, the moon, the stars, planet Earth, universe, the trees, the grass, the sand, the dirt, the rocks, the mountains, the valleys, the beauties of Spirit, the beauty of God. Nature is magnificent. The butterflies. So since we are one with each other and with all of that of God, God's beauty, all of that of God's presence, I now speak my word for Summit Center for Spiritual Living. For I know that Spirit is with us, as us, in us, around us, through us. Anything that needs to be healed individually or for the world, people around us. I know that it's happening right now. It's already taking place. Whether it be physical, mental, emotional, it's all happening right now, this moment. It is in process. And it is getting better and better and better. So I know for Michael, as he speaks, that his words are God's words. That Spirit speaks through him as him. That his music is God's music. I'm also grateful to see Tim here this week, knowing that he's better now. For Hannah and Carol Ann and Kyle and Deb. Myself, I'm just grateful and thankful for each and every one of us. I'm grateful and thankful for all the good. As the depths of meaning of being felt within, feeling that love, that peace, that calm. So I just give thanks one more time. I give thanks for all the good that is happening, for all the healing that is happening, and just for our lives in general. And if I did not say Deb before, I'm not sure if I did or didn't, but either way, Deb's here too. It's important that she's here, and I appreciate that. So I want to just say thank you once again, Allah, knowing that it's done. It is done. And so it is. So let it be. Amen.
We are living loneliness, living beauty, love, and peace. Knowing loving in your heart is the way of true
Okay, so as we open our eyes, take a moment to open your cameras as well and to look into the eyes of each other and see the magnificent spirit that is there within each and every person. All right, there's Kyle. All right, and Hannah, we know she's there even though she's not pulling up her camera, but that's okay. And we know
she does not want to be seen, but just heard.
That's the way everybody else wants.
Kind of the reverse of the thing about children,
right? All right. Well, anyway, so thank you, John, and thank you, everyone. And I'm going to turn this over to Michael, which I'm don't remember what you told me your topic was, but I think you changed it around the name a couple times. So I'll let you do that. So, Reverend Michael, here you go.
All right. Well, thank you. Hi, everyone. Good to see everyone, and hope to see everyone at the picnic here coming up on Wednesday. So Diana will have more information about that here in a moment. So I'm so glad you're here today, because I think that we have something important to talk about. And have you ever looked back on your life and thought, well, that's not how I imagined that it would go? Or maybe you've carried a silent question in your heart, is this really my story, or just the one that I've settled for? Well, you're not alone. Each one of us have chapters that we could rewrite, and mistakes, regrets, mischances, or even labels that we didn't choose. But see, the good news is this: we have a do-over. The life-changing truth is that your story is not finished yet, and that you don't have to write it alone. So today's message is called Rewrite Your Story, Awaken the Divine Author in You. So whether you're in kind of a season of brokenness, or you feel broken, or you're just hungry for renewal, I really do believe that the God within us all wants to remind us that our next chapter here can be filled with hope and healing and purpose. So let's open our hearts today and the pages of our life to a new story. I like this illustration and story about John Newton. He was a former slave trader turned preacher. And what he found out was that he could rewrite his life. Now, John wasn't born a wicked man, but like many, he drifted away from the Christian religion and he went off his own way. He grew up around the seas and rough crews, and not anyone around him really held him accountable for his behavior. So eventually he captured a slave ship, or he captained a slave ship, transporting fellow human beings across the ocean under horrific conditions. His heart grew callous, but even then the spark of the divine in him was still shining and had not given up on him. So one night during a very violent storm, when his ship seemed certain to go under, Newton broke. With nothing left but fear and guilt, he cried out to God, not with eloquence, but with desperation. How many of us have done that? And God heard him. And that storm wasn't just around him, it was inside of him. And that night, John Newton began his transformation. And that night was a wake-up call. And my question here is, how many wake-up calls have you ever received over the years? How many of them have you missed? Well, this could be a wake-up call today for you, if you let it. For John Newton, it wasn't an instantaneous change. It took years. But step by step, Newton turned his life around, from slave trader to abolitionist. He later wrote the words that we now sing across the world, "Amazing grace that saved a wretch like me." And again, we changed the word wretch in New Thought. But the whole idea is that we can feel that way. We can feel as our life is just a wreck. and that we need help. And that help is always available within us. And it's Spirit's help as us, in us, and through us that rewrites our lives if we let that one life in us do that. His shame became testimony, or what I call the before now story. His sin or mistake became a song. And before I start with several Bible passages, I want to say that I know that the Bible is not used very much in Centers for Spiritual Living. But again, talk to Ernest Holmes. He used the Bible more than any other holy book. And again, it's the book that I am most familiar with as far as giving spiritual teaching and wisdom through. So from Paul's letter to the Romans, the 12th chapter, 2nd verse, it says, "Do not conform to the patterns of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." Ernest Holmes wrote this. He said that life is not what happens to us, but what we believe about what happens to us. And I'll say it again here. Life is not what happens to us, but what we believe about what happens to us. Your thoughts, your consciousness shapes your reality. And the nice part about it, this whole thing called life, is that we can remake our lives better. And as I remind others that are living a wonderful life, is that you can make your life even better. You can receive more joy, more peace, more prosperity, more friends. It's unlimited. You don't have to settle. You can go ahead and again become infinitely a channel of good. So the first step here is to rethink your identity. So what we teach in Science of Mind, New Thought, whatever that you want to call it, is that at the center of our being is perfection. Paul's words to the Romans teaches us that transformation does not come from doing more. It doesn't come from hustle. It comes from changing. It comes from renewing your mind. And renewal starts with how we see ourselves. Renewal starts with us. Ernest Holmes wrote this: "We are bound because we are first bound in mind." And he also wrote that we are bound and we feel bound because, again, that we have free will. So we can change that, though. We can go ahead and, again, it's not by saying a bunch of affirmations. It's by aligning our thought with the God thought as us. If you believe that you're broken, if you believe that you're cursed, if you believe that you are too far gone, that is not the voice of God in you. That is BS, or belief systems. It's a leftover line from the old script. I really like this verse from Isaiah, the 43rd chapter. It says, "See that I am doing a new thing. Do you not perceive it? See, I am doing a new thing. Do you not perceive it?" So let's understand we're not our mistakes. We are not what other people have said and thought about us. We are not the sum total of our scars. Is that the truth is this: that you are a divine creator with sacred worth. You are an overcomer. So speak this truth daily. I am loved. I am growing. I am aligned with divine purpose. I am loved. I am growing. I am aligned with divine purpose. So let your mind reflect the divine idea as you. And that's where the freedom begins. We recognize our own divinity. We recognize that we are not human, but we are divine, having a human experience. The verse from Romans just doesn't invite us to renew our thinking. It talks about the whole idea of us to resist the shape that this world tries to force on us. Now, we call this force, we call it race consciousness. It is a sum total of the world's thoughts and feelings. You could also call it just the way it is, but it's not. So the Greek word for conform means to be molded, patterned, or fashioned externally. So society, fear, shame, race consciousness, and even religion, especially religion, sometimes tries to mold us into an identity that does not reflect our divinity. But the word, again, from Romans 12:2, for being transformed, is the same word that's used when Jesus was transfigured before his disciples. It speaks of what's this whole idea of inner transformation, not surface improvement. It's the unveiling of what already exists in you. You don't have to create a new you. All you need to do is discover it. It's already there. Discover the divine self as you. And this transformation is not behavior modification. It is soul revelation. It's revealing what's already there. And it begins when you believe, when you wake up, like John Newton, when you wake up and you say that, yeah, I don't have to live my life this way anymore. I am spirit born and spirit led. And you are spirit living its life in you, as you, and through you. So again, the first point being rethink your identity. The second one is releasing the old script. And again, Jesus said in Luke 9, he says, no one who puts a hand to the plow and looks back is fit for service in the kingdom of God. So constantly looking back to the past keeps us locked into the past. Now, I'm not one of these metaphysicians that say, well, you never should look to the past. If it keeps, again, buried feelings alive never die. However, it's with the intent of looking back to go ahead and to finally heal it, to finally let it go, to finally let yourself free from the chains of past emotions. Ernest Holmes wrote this: stop trying, stop struggling, begin to be calm, to trust in the higher laws of life. So that means that we start gripping on to that old narrative, those false beliefs, those recycled regrets, those fears that we've held on to. Releasing isn't denial. It's surrender. It's placing the past into Spirit's hands and saying, rewrite me, God. Rewrite me, God. Psalm 34:18 says this. He says, the Lord is close to the brokenhearted. If your past is painful, that's where grace or God's unconditional love shows up. Releasing that old script, though, isn't a one-time act. It's something that we do daily. As Holmes wrote, is that we die daily. We die daily to the old beliefs, the old thoughts. And again, that we renew our minds with the thoughts of God, the thoughts as us, in us, and through us. So every day that we're invited here to lay down the narratives that no longer serve us, the voice that says that you'll always be stuck or you've gone too far, that is not the voice of God. That's the voice of the ego. It's the echo of the old pain. Holmes again wrote that limitation is not in principle, it's not in law, nor in God, but only in the human mind. The prison is internal. And that's the key. So you may ask this question, well, how do I release what feels so real here? Begin by acknowledging it, naming it, starting to safely feel it, and surrender it to the Spirit in prayer. Crying is allowed. Let the tears fall. This isn't weakness here. This is inner strength coming forth. So as you release, you create sacred space in you, a space where peace can dwell, where love can grow, where a new story can be written. Don't fear the blank page. We're turning the new page. We're starting over. And that's where the miracles begin. And a reflective practice is this. Try this week. Set aside some time and write out your old story on paper. Now, again, if it seems to be a little long, then just go ahead and pick out an area of your life that you perceive as not working and write on that. What is your old story about prosperity? What is your old story about health? What is your old story about your mental health? What is your old story? What has happened up until this present time? And this isn't about changing it. This is about, again, just discovery of, yes, this has happened up till this point. And then turn the page, and then on the top of the page, write new story. And that's where we write down the God thoughts, the thoughts of the highest. Well, what are they, Michael? Well, love and joy and peace and patience, all the qualities of God, abundance, prosperity. Start rewriting it. And again, it's not us. It's that higher self as us, in us, and through us. That's what does the true praying when I pray. Again, putting on that mind of the Christ. And again, it's not putting on the teacher Jesus's mind, but it's putting on that Christ consciousness, that Christ awareness. So the third point is this here: we rewrite with Spirit's pen. Again, Holmes reminds us again, God can only do for us what he can do through us. You are a co-author. The life of God as you is your writing partner. Your words, your thoughts, and choices shapes the story, but they don't do it alone. So how do you do this rewriting? Well, first of all, is that you can start speaking life daily, as taught to us by Joel Osteen and others in the Word of Faith Christian movement. And words like I am rising, I'm being renewed, I'm blessed. Because see, words have power. Remember all the times that you say, well, I'm sick, and then, change that around. You can change that around. Journal your transformation. This is another key point. Write from where you're going, not from where you've been. And again, spiritual practice. I don't know how anyone in this time of change and growth, I don't know how anyone gets through the day without prayer, without meditation, without sacred reading. Give yourself that gift each and every day. It's time to dream again. It's time to uncover what's already within you. So it's time to dust them off. Surround yourself with new voices, those who speak the truth and reflect the light of God. And again, many times it's not our family. It's not that they are bad people, because they're not. They're lights of God as them. It's just that they may not understand where we're at today. So we receive, again, new inspiration from spiritual communities like this, from having friends that support us and say, go for it. Celebrate the small wins. So once you start focusing on the new story, what's going to happen is this. Every spiritual step that and every little manifestation that comes forth is a victory. Keep your mind on what you want and not what you don't want. So, rewriting your story, it's not about perfection, because we're already perfect, but it does require our participation. Again, begin each day with this intention. What truth does Spirit within want to reveal to me today? Write it down. What truth can I speak over myself today? God truth. Ernest Holmes emphasizes this, that thought is the mold in which our experiences are cast. So don't rush the process here. Even the most beautiful books are written one line at a time. Again, this is not about beating yourself up. Forget all that stuff. Let the God as you guide the pen. She is the best editor in the universe. Another point here is to radiate that new narrative. So it's not only having it on paper, but it's also starting to radiate this in our lives. So Matthew 5:16, let your light shine before others. And I really like this from Paul's second letter to the Corinthians. He says, you are a letter from Christ, not written from ink, but with the Spirit. So when the Spirit, as you starts rewriting your story, others will read it, not in your words here, but in your peace and your choices and your joy. Holmes said this, live the life you wish the world would live. Live the life you wish the world would live. So how does that show up? Well, we begin to radiate it. We begin to respond with love rather than react from fear. We start sharing the story, not of perfection, but of progress, encouraging someone walking through their own chapters. Again, you don't have to be flawless. You just have to be willing here. Okay? You are a living letter of hope, a sacred message in motion. And again, I'm going to elongate. I'm going to read the whole passage from 2 Corinthians. It says, you show that you are a letter from Christ, written not with ink, but with the Spirit of the living God, not on tablets of stone, but on tablets of human hearts. Your life speaks. Let it speak healing. Let it speak redemption. Let it speak light. So I'm about to close here, and again, another story I really like. It was about the woman who was walking along the edge of a riverbank, and she had on her back a heavy backpack. It was filled with stones, each one labeled failure, shame, not enough, too late. She had carried it around for years and believing it was a part of who she was. And one day a stranger walked by and asked, why are you carrying all of that? And she paused. She was unsure how to answer, but the stranger smiled and said, you know, pointing towards the river is wide enough to take it all. So one by one, she started to drop the stones in the water. And as the last one sank, she started to feel lighter, almost free. And for the first time, without all of that stuff on her back, she stood tall. Not because the past was gone, but because it no longer defined her. So she walked away with a new story, not written in shame, but in hope. And every step that she took shined brighter for someone else to follow. That woman might be you. It might be me. It might be someone that you love. It might be all of us. Because every single one of us carries something that we were never meant to hold on to. But grace, God's unconditional love, grace invites us to drop all of it, into the riverbank of God's love. So today you have the choice to do what she did. You can reflect on what you've been. You can release what's no longer serving your journey. You can rewrite it with Spirit's help, and you can radiate that light so others know it's possible. And again, Romans 12 reminds us again that we can be renewed. Holmes reminds you that the transformation always starts in your mind, and it starts with the decision to transform. So here's your call to action today. So the whole idea of reflecting, what needs to be rewritten in your life? Release what lies, what BS, what belief systems are you ready to let go of? Rewrite, what truth will you affirm and radiate? Who will you shine for this week? And again, you don't have to finish that story alone. You have all of us here in this wonderful community to assist and to help you in that process. But again, you can choose how the story continues. The God within you is ready. The pen is in your hand. And the next page is blank. Thank you. Namaste.
Well, wasn't that good? That Carol Ann thought it was so good she was raising a mug of beer for you.
A mug of beer, huh?
About 10 mugs.
Diana?
Like.
Yeah. She fell asleep during my talk.
Oh, well, don't define her.
Don't
by
wake
that.
her, let her sleep.
Oh, I'm awake now.
What?
I'm sorry. I'm awake.
You know, when you're in a sleep state, you're taking it in on a much deeper level. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good,
compliment.
good.
Yeah.
Have-
Sorry about that, sweetie.
Oh,
I,
no,
I
that's
was
okay.
listening to it.
Tim's drinking to you too.
Yeah.
It must be the Irish in us. Here we go.
I was
your
listening and then I
glass?
just like went. I went. Yeah, anyways,
That was a great talk, Michael. Very good.
it was good. I was really into it. That was the thing. And then all of a sudden I was totally into it. So, but anybody else have any comments or
I
Or
don't know
three
if you-
words to me that were most important. It's already there.
it's already there? Yeah.
Yeah, and when we really realize that, wow, all we have to do is turn and access it, and it's very simple.
Yeah. It's already there.
What's that strange sound? It sounded like a vacuum cleaner.
No, it sounded like a printer to me.
Oh, hold on.
Anyway, I don't know if you realize this, but and it's still more to come. That the music goes right along with your talk, which is not unusual for our get-togethers. But
How often? Yeah, and that's one of the reasons I never. It usually ends up that way. You know, some of the churches, you know, they get the music team together and
Yeah.
they say, well, pastor's talking on this, and I'm going, you know, and you know what? I've always told the musicians, I said, you know what? Even if we've agreed upon something, if something moves you to do another song, please do it.
Well, your talk actually moved me to rewrite my lyric in this song I'm about to sing
Oh, okay.
during the talk.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you.
You all right, John?
All right. Well, you've heard this one before. It's been around since the 1970s. A song about an old friend of mine and how he was an adventurous soul and traveled around all over the world trying to find himself, so to speak. So it tells the story of Lash. Lash, he is a traveling man. He sings a traveler's song. He comes through without warning, and he never stays too long. 2 years as a fighting man in a war across the sea brought him back a wiser man. It taught him how to see. Lash returned to the eastern world to learn the secret there. The guru spoke of pain and woe, known of everywhere. Then high in the Himalayas, Lash rested for a while, where life moves very slowly and the people always smile. By horse across Afghanistan, through the dust and wind, he felt the life behind the dance of forms we're living in. Flying high up in the sky, falling to the ground, slipping in to is a garment for the soul. Lash is a traveling man. He sings a traveler's song. He comes through without warning, and he never stays too long.
Thank you, John. I always like that song. It's I don't know. I just like it. So, all right. So it is that time in our service where we have the opportunity to give, and there are several ways you can do that. One way is to go to either Zelle or PayPal, and you would go to SSC of Akron at gmail.com. That's SSC of Akron at gmail.com. And you can give that way, or you can send a check or a money order to, with the word summit on it, to 1199 Lexington Avenue, Akron, Ohio, 44310. And we'll make sure it gets deposited into the account as well. So with that, let's just symbolically take our gifts right top over left, and just know with me that all that we have, all that we give, all that we receive is blessed in a very special manner, and that it is going to the work of Summit Center for Spiritual Living and to the truth that sets us free. And it also is returned back to the giver 10 times or more. And so it is. Amen. All right.
Good and more good is mine, and ever increasing good is mine. Unlimited, infinite good is mine. Wherever I go, I see good. Whatever I do, I feel oh so good. I'm worthy and entitled to good and more good. Good crowds itself upon us, wraps itself around us. We give ourselves permission to accept more good, express more good. The good, more good is ours, and ever increasing good is ours. Thank you, Spirit, and so it is.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And announcements.
ntmedia.org. That's where I spend most of my week. And again, lots of great programming on there. And if you go to our YouTube page, New Thought Media Network, lots of great stuff there. Especially, the one history program that we're doing on New Thought Roots and Branches with Ruth Miller is just off the chain. It is really wonderful. And so again, you can access it all through the YouTube page. And John, what are you doing these days?
Boy, I'm doing a lot of reunioning this month. But anyway, you can find my blog at yeswise.com. Look for Yeswise Inspiri at yeswise.com.
All right. Okay. So I'm going to talk about the picnic. And that is Sunday, not Sunday. It is Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, the 6th. And it'll be at the national park. We're at the Cuyahoga Valley National Park. And we're going to be at the Octagon Shelter. And that is on Truxell Road, 801 Truxell Road, which is between between Akron Cleveland Road and between Akron Peninsula Road. So depending upon how you want to go, I went out there the other day just to figure out, I hadn't been there, but make sure where we're going. And then I also have to pick up a key in a different spot. And anyways, when I went to go, the normal way I would go is to go State Road to Akron Cleveland Road, which turns into Akron Cleveland Road. And then I would get on Truxell Road and go in. Well, there was a block I couldn't get on, couldn't go that way. It was blocked on part of the way for Akron Cleveland Road. So, anyways, I also got turned around and I got on Riverview Road, and even I was the wrong way of going that way, and there was a tree in the way. So then I had to get turned around again. So, anyways, I did find it. It's really simple once you find it. But in case there are any blockages, I don't know what was going on with Akron Cleveland Road, but my suggestion is to take the turnpike to go up Route 8 and get off at 303.
Yeah, it's not the turnpike, but it's on the turnpike. But yeah.
What was that? Oh yeah, it's not the turnpike. You're right. The expressway. Take the expressway. Get off at take Route 8 to 303, and then make a left. When you get to Akron Cleveland Road, make another left. And then about quarter mile, maybe half mile at the most, Truxell Road will be on your right. And you can go there. Or if you decide you forget to miss your Akron Cleveland Road, just keep going down 303. And you can go all the way into Peninsula, and at Akron Peninsula Road, make a left. And then this time when you go up, when you get to Truxell Road, make another left going up. But
put it in your GPS, and then
yes.
if you get lost, call us.
Yes,
So,
absolutely. But it was interesting. So, anyways, we're going to have lots of good food. We're going to have lots of I'm getting stuff for fixins for a salad, and it's all organic fixins. So it should make everybody happy. And yeah, it's going to be really great. I've got a few things to help keep for those who can't hike and do things, I've got some stuff for us to do while we're there as well. In for just fun and some times, and just to have fun. So
Bring your hiking shoes if you'd like to go up to the around the ledges and go up to the scenic overview.
yeah, that would be, and it's beautiful up there, by the way, if you do get to go. I won't be going, but I'll be staying at but for those who want to.
Yeah, just ordinary athletic shoes,
what time, Diana? What time
Okay.
should we be there?
All right, so we're going to set up about 10:30. Now, Michael and I are going to leave a lot earlier than that, Mister. Yeah, we're going to leave early because we got to get ice and we got to get the key and all that fun stuff. But we'll be there about 10:30. Anybody can join us after that, but we will actually be doing lunch at about 12:30, between 12:30 and 1 o'clock, and ask that everybody bring a dish to share. Whether it could be chips, it could be vegetables, it could be something sweet, whatever, whatever you want to do, something easy. I know my brother's bringing baked beans, and he makes really good baked beans. They're not vegetarian though, but they're really good baked beans. And
Hessler family recipe.
yes. So
Marshall will bring the vegetarian baked beans, I believe.
okay. Did you say Marshall's going to come too?
Marcia.
All right, that'll be great. All right, and I know that Michelle and Angela are planning on coming too to sing with you. Is that right?
I'm working on making sure they arrive.
All right, that'll be good. So that'll be fun. And if and
Tim, you'll have to leave this afternoon to get there on time if you're driving. but-
Yeah, Tim. Yeah, yeah. Just get in your car, Tim.
but Tim, I will if they do sing together, I will try to remember to take a video of it so you can see it, because you've not seen all three of them sing together.
That's right. Post
So-
it on YouTube and find a photo section on your church website.
Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that. So, okay. So, anyways, that's all I need to, unless there's any other questions. And Deb's is providing a lot of the food or the regular stuff that we're going to have besides the salad, and then there's a lot to choose from. So, it's going to be good. All right. So, I think that's it. Unless there's any other announcements. Okay, no. All right, so it's that time where we do a moment of silence. I'm going to ring us in and I'm going to ring us out. And this is the time where you can take into your mind and your heart, whether it be yourself or someone else or just the world in general, that healing is happening. It's done. It's taken care of. And that all is well. So, the love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
Life is real. Life is true. We are life. Living is me and you. Joy is real. Joy is true. We are joy. Living as me and you. Peace is real. Peace is true. We are peace. Living as me and you. Love is real. Love is true. We are love. Living as me and you. Living as me and you.
All right. Thank you. And I forgot to announce John is our speaker next week. Am I right, John?
No,
Yeah.
I'm on the 24th.
I'm speaker.
Oh, Carol Ann. Okay, sorry. So Carol Ann's the speaker next week. The following week is me, then John, then Deb. Okay. All right. So Carol Ann, yay. So join us for that. And with that, thank you. And Hannah, you can finish our Facebook feed now.